as hell. Okay, Goldwing build day 685. It may have cost me part of one of my bash plates. Forgot to wind the window up. And I have mud everywhere. Right, good morning, welcome back. So today is the Saving True Blues camp number 15 that I'm heading to. I've been to 4 of these camps so far. Absolutely love what these guys do. They're all about mental health awareness, and basically getting everyone together to talk about the hard subjects that a lot of people don't when they should. What they do is absolutely brilliant work, and I will always give them props for everything they do. I'll be at every single one I can go to purely because of the fact that mental health awareness means so much to me, but we'll get more onto that about that later. I have woken up late. I've slept in as per usual. The mad rush to get ready to take the Jeep out to Central West 4x4 Park near Mudgee. But I just thought I'll put a little video together of all the stuff that I'm taking with me. Usually I go with my 200 series where I've got a fridge, couple of drawers, plenty of storage, lights, 12-volt control box, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, the Jeep is still in its production stage, so I'm trying to keep it basic as all hell. And plus, I know plenty of people there that have got the Fandangle set up, so I'm sure I can just borrow stuff off them. But yeah, so I'll show you what I'm taking with me. So first up, we've got some oils and fluids. Coolant, motor oil, power steering fluid. Bit of start, you bastard. I've got my map gas. I've got some water. Okay, then we've got beach cricket set. Your chair. Everyone needs a camp chair. Always forget to take it. Next up, some basic tools. I've got my rattle gun blower, impact driver grinder, some hand tools, radio, and then an automotive tool repair kit. Ratchet spanners. I've got some cable ties here, some spare fuses, and tire puncture repair kit. Outside of that, we go over here. I've got a 12-volt jumper pack, a couple of walkies, recovery gear. I've got snatch strap, soft shackles, winch ring, all that kind of stuff in there. Shovel, tree trunk protector, compressor, first aid kit. I never go away without a first aid kit in the car. I've got some camping plates, knives, forks, cups, all that kind of stuff. A couple of small tarps hang off my awning, some 12-volt LED strip lighting that I can just run off a battery pack, pegs and ropes, little jet boil. I've got my recovery treads and an esky which will be full of beer. Aside from that, I've got the swag on the roof. So that's pretty much it for what I'm taking this time. As I said, I'm going real basic. I've also got a bottle jack in the car. Fire extinguisher down the corner there. I should move that to the front seat where it's easier to access. Bit of grease. But yeah, aside from what I just showed you, it's really just clothes and snacks that I'm taking with me. As I said, really basic. I've been wanting to get back to real basic stuff for a while now because that's how I started going camping by myself all the time. I would literally take a 2-wheel drive PJ Ranger, a camp chair, a 3-man Kmart tent, and a blow-up mattress from Kmart. And I thought I lived like an absolute king. So even what I've got here might seem basic, but that's still a lot for me. So yeah, I'll load it all up and we'll hit Frog and Toad. So in this section, my microphone was playing up. I'm still figuring out how to use it all, but basically what I'm saying is another couple of things I never leave home without is my OBD to scan tool. That's if something should go wrong with the car and I'm unsure of what it is, it makes life easier. You don't have to fuss around trying to diagnose exactly what's going wrong. You can literally just plug the scan tool in under the dash and it'll give you a code as to what's wrong. And then you can go from there. It gives you an idea of where to start. But also these storage containers for the back. Now, if you've got a wagon and you've only got a simple setup, these are bloody brilliant because they can actually be changed from one big storage unit to being divided into 2 or 3 different sections. You can have tools. As you can see there, I've got some cooking stuff in one, tools in the other, and my first aid kit lying around. Also, another great thing about them is that if what you've got in there is something that you're going to use and run out of, when they're empty, they actually collapse down to really, really small, so you end up with more room. Righto, now the car was all packed, next stop was the bottle shop. You can probably tell I'm pretty bloody excited. After that, stop the servo, get some fuel, then we were on our way. Being that the Jeep was a new, fresh build, and I'd done all the work myself, I had a couple of real good mates offer to come with me, meet me on the drive out to the event, just in case something should go wrong. I was standing on the side of the road. So this is Ben in the passenger seat, just saw him wave, and then you got Daniel in his GU, which is an absolute beast. And we met up in Lithgow, then headed towards the Capity pub, my favourite pub in the whole bloody world. This place is awesome. They got a nice fireplace, good cold beers, great food, even better service. Mate, it's like a place trapped in time, and every time I go past I make sure I stop in and throw a couple of dollars over the bar. Also, we met up with a couple of other boys that going to the same event. That's why I got this quick snap. I thought it was pretty cool looking at how small the Jeep is compared to the rest of the rigs. After a cold beer and some lunch at the Royal Hotel in Capity, we hit the road again for the final leg of the journey. Saving True Blues Guys Camp number 15, just on the dirt road on the way in. Bloody bumpy. Might have to get out and adjust the shocks and air down soon just to make it a bit more comfortable. I don't really want the Jeep falling apart before we get there, so we'll see how we go. But so on the first night, we didn't really do much. We just pulled in, set up camp, went and met the rest of the boys around the fire, had a beer, caught up with some people from the last camp, met some new fellas that hadn't been to one before, and pretty much had an early night getting ready for the big next day. Just got up pretty early, doing a bit of a wander around the Central West 4x4 park, having a bit of a squiz at things. It's pretty bloody cool if you ask me. Got a fire pit. They've actually got flush toilets. They've got shower blocks here too. A lot of old machinery, a few mine shafts as well that you got to be careful of. Apparently they're almost bottomless. We had a chat with the owners of the joint last night around the fire, and they fell in love with forward driving at a very young age and bought this land so they could go forward driving. And as they've gotten on in years, they've decided to open up to basically anyone else to come out and test their 4Vs camp for the weekend, have a great time, which I think is bloody brilliant, and it's probably the way forward driving is heading in the future, to be honest, to only be able to get to privately owned properties that are built, that are made for this. But for the land itself, what I'm looking at right now is nothing short of stunning. I mean, it makes me think of 100 years ago when you'd see and read in the paper about people like Captain Thunderbolt, Ned Kelly and the Kelly Gang, bush rangers getting around and just finding absolutely glorious places like this and using it as their hideout. after my little morning adventure and look around, went back to camp, spotted a couple of young lads down in the creek run testing out their rigs. And one thing's for sure, these lads were not afraid to use their rock sliders. I tell you that much for free. It looked like they were having an absolute blast. They had some bloody good rigs too that were capable of doing a lot more than what you see here.
Yep, there it is. Yeah, that's it. Nice one.
After that little morning adventure, we all lined up back around the fire pit, waiting to hear from the True Blues ambassadors, just to give us an idea of where we were headed and what obstacles we'll be tackling during the day. After that, we all jumped in the rigs, started to make a move. Righto, we're all lined up, just about to head off. There's probably about 40 odd cars. Lots of different style of cars too, all different types of modifications, so this is going to be a bloody good day. Phew! I've been looking forward to taking this thing out for its first drive since I got it and actually started putting some work into it. I'm so stoked that I got it running. There are still a couple of little teething issues that will need to be sorted out, but hopefully they won't cause me any dramas today. This is going to be a hell of a day. Righto, first little obstacles. Deep downhill descent, and it looks like there's a bit of a bog hole at the bottom with a humpy do out of it, so might be a chance to try it front locker. Oh, Daniel's stuck. Yeah, he's had the power out. Righto, here we go. Definitely testing out the brakes on the old girl. So far, so good. I'm surprised nothing in the back coming flying at me yet. Oh yeah. Oh, she's loving it so far. This is kind of scaring me because this is the first test this thing's had. Oh, we'll try it unlock first. See what happens. Completely unlocked. Made it. This thing, the way he wheels this thing is nothing short of a miracle half the time. It's bloody brilliant. What line's he going to take? Yeah, easy one. Easy, Terry. Easy. So after that little obstacle, I thought I'd take this video to show you what the Jeep was up against. Now these are two Turbo 18Z80 series on 35s. Righto, so we've come up to one of the more gnarly tracks at the park. A few of the boys giving it a go. They reckon you can't try it without a locker, although we've seen 180 get up there without that is unlocked. It's on twin 35, it's on twin 35s, I think. And Daniel's going in front of me in his GU that's unlocked. I'll give you a look at it. You've got a Wrangler going up there at the moment. It's going to be a good chance to test out the locker in this thing. So, see how we go. Alright, coming down into the drop in at the start of this gnarly track. Getting a bit nervous. Daniel just went up in his GU. He's got a lot more power than what this thing does. So, I'm just front locker on, see what happens. I think I'm going to have to give it a fair bit of a boot to get up this first bit. Yeah, that's gnarly.
Are you like to go?
Yeah, I was waiting for you, boy, sorry.
We thought you were just scared of the hill.
I'm shit scared. Any tips?
It looks bad. bad from down there, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Close your eyes.
Hmm.
Fine if you start going sideways, pull it up, take it off if you need it, okay?
Copy that. So pretty much instantly after I started going up this hill, I hit a bump, started losing power, and then all of a sudden, steam was just pouring from out under the bonnet. I thought my weekend was over.
You want to come back down, Jimmy?
Probably a good idea.
Right here, down breakfast when you come back.
Now, the car had been overheating obviously, so couldn't restart it and risk blowing it up. That meant I had to get back down the hill with no power steering.
Brake wheels down.
Thanks to the boys spotting me though, I got there in one piece, safe and sound. At this point, I was still smiling, but I was not happy. Jeep's first real test cracking up this hill. They reckon you can't do it unlocked. I've literally made it about 10 metres up and blew a radiator hose. Look, here's the hole. Thankfully, I got these legends here giving me a hand. We pushed it out of the way, got a new hose. Should be back on the road in a minute. Righto, take two. We've just repaired the radiator hose and put some more coolant in her. She's still running alright, so we'll see how she goes. Has it got any more? Come on. Come on. Let's get over this bit. We should pick up some speed. Come on. Get it. Get it. She's going. She's getting there. Go the Cherokee. Go on. Every time it bounces, that's what we want. This is it. Come on, come on, get it, son. Get it, son. Yo! Got another one. You beauty! Now, I know a famous rapper once said this, but we started from the bottom and now we're here. How good's that front locker? For a bit of context, that hill that we just went up is down there. Goes up there. That's where I blew the radiator hose to start with. Once we'd fixed it down the bottom, had another crack, and it literally goes all the way up there. Doubles back around to the left and another steep incline to make it up over the top of the ridge. So this was the prize for making it up that hill. Check that out. What do you reckon, Daniel? Is the Cherokee and rig or what?
That was good, mate.
You. Now, after an awesome few hours, everyone having a crack at that steep incline, we had to move on to the next obstacle, which was car swallowing wombat holes. It was absolutely epic. Everyone had a crack at it, and I got plenty of footage, so here it all comes.
Get up, get set, let's go. Yeah.
Now this is Ryan and his beautiful 60 series. I don't think I've ever seen a 60 series this original in this good nick in my life. Now he wanted to have a red hot crack at this wombat hole, but being unlocked, he just couldn't quite make it up. And the last thing I wanted to do was to spot him into it and cause any damage. So in the end, we told him, back her out, no shame, had a crack. Now this fella, he really wanted it. And unfortunately, every time he had a crack, the front slid across straight into the wombat hole next to him. And this one, in particular, as he almost got up, he's come back and his rears ended up straight into the bank of the wombat hole. Couldn't go forward, couldn't go backwards. So, only thing for it was Sam, in his N70 Tonka, cracks out the winch to the rescue.
Sam to the rescue as usual, eh? Look at the focus on his face. Yeah, I can see that.
And next up is my go in the Jeep.
Right, coming up to a gnarly wombat hole. Giving it a crack in Cherokee. See how we go.
Breathe out like, yeah, today is mine. Be so happy, be so happy,
Didn't make it the first time. Here we go again. Go the Cherokee! I love this thing!
Now, it'd be rude not to put this one in. This is Daniel in his weapon of a GU, giving it a hell of a heavy right foot, flogging up this wombat hole. Good drive, mate.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, there's a good way to tell if you've had a good weekend forward driving. Mud. I'm covered in it. Head to toe, all over the door. See the outside of the rig. Heck, we've had a lot of fun.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap. Special thanks to Lucinda and the rest of the Saving True Blues crew, all the ambassadors, for everything you guys do. Also, special thanks to Central West 4x4 Park for opening up their home to us and letting us have a ripper weekend. Also, thanks to every legend that came out and made it just as much fun as it was. Thanks again. See you on the next one.